At MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. First down, Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. New York ready to go again offensively. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Forced out to his left. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Jones, looking to throw on second down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Steps away. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now Jones on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Neville Gallimore breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jordan Akins there to make the grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is Tony Pollard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry by Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Open man right side, it's Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. (7-7), our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. The give is to Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7.
Let's get it poppin'. Let's get it poppin'. Welcome to the NFL. Oh, I'm ahead of you, baby. I see you. I see you over there. You scared. All over you. Here, baby. Way up.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Robinson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff. Barkley running left. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Jones able to connect with Sterling Shepard. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown and for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field right to left for a big play.
On first down, it's Elliott, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Prescott now. And this one complete. It's Fehoko. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's going to air one out. They got his man complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
14's the mark. 14's the mark.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott on first down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's caught once again by Gallup. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. So it was the passing game. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Running with Elliott. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Jones off the bootleg. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling what they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Second down and 4. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Powerful running. And some room to roam now. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Bring it! Come on, Witch, man!
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. On the move to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Throwing Jones. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready? 14. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. 14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Looking to throw. Jones throwing the out route and complete. It's Shepard. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Gano now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Prescott. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Elliott once more. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones out to the right here to Shepard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Jones now on 1st down. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, 25 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Prescott. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Second and 11. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.